the Rickshaw Challenge is back. Well done, you. Back with the difference. What can you tell us, Matt?
Yeah, so this year we've got a one-off documentary because, well, the One Show, but they've decided to do something different for children in need this year. But this has been such a massive part of my life that I couldn't let it not happen. So we've done everything that we can, actually, and the BBC have been brilliant, and they've given us this slot. It's basically going to be a 1-hour documentary on Wednesday the 10th at 7:30. So that'll be just after the One Show, and really we're going to run the Rickshaw Challenge as it normally is in a week. So we're actually starting on Monday, but this is going to be a bit different because basically what I'm doing is I'm taking the rickshaw around the UK. There's a very special moment when we get a rider on and we manage to sort of cycle through the place that they are from. And let me tell you, it's incredible when they get to, cycle past their friends and their family and those people that have been there with them for their life. And everybody gets to see them in a very different way. And so that's really the heartbeat of this year's challenge. And so what I'm going to do, and because of COVID and all of that and all the complications, we can't actually have a team together this year, but I want to create a team in the best way possible. So we're doing it like a relay. So basically I'm going to shove the rickshaw on the back of a trailer and I'm going to take it around the UK, and then we're going to take it to about 30 miles outside of where they're from, and then they get to cycle it across their terrain, down their roads, and really give them that experience. And so that's kind of what's going to be happening. And I know Thomas is going to be our first rider who's kicking it all off on Monday morning. It's a big old journey. We're going to end up where I started, up in Edinburgh, with Millie, who's a wonderful young lady. She really is. She's had a liver transplant. She's got visual and hearing difficulties as well, but she's brilliant. And let me tell you, this team is fantastic. We've got Rainbow. He's a blind rider. So we've got this contraption on the front of the rickshaw, which means that I can sit in the front and steer it. So a totally blind rider gets the opportunity to get on board the rickshaw and cycle it. I mean, McLaren have been amazing. They always are. They adapt the rickshaw so that our riders can ride it as well. So we've got Olivia, who's a young carer. We've got Harrison, who already in his young life has had over 20 operations. So it's the dream team, as it always is every year. The rickshaw, Team Rickshaw is a very exclusive club.
And we've got Tom on the line, I think, now. I'm just looking through the glass and checking that he's there. Morning, Tom, are you there?
Morning.
Hi, hello. How are you? So tell me,
I'm all right, thank you.
Yeah, good. So tell me how you got involved.
Well, it was a couple of months back. I had a call with the BBC after my mum had an interview about the accident, and they told me about the Rickshaw Challenge was going to happen again this year. So I thought, because I did a lot of cycling with Dad and I loved cycling around the local area, I'd maybe go for it. And in the last couple of months, I went up for the selection day. I met Matt. I met the entire team. It was a great day. And then I got picked for the actual team.
Amazing.
Which,
that must have felt amazing.
Still shocks me. Yeah, brilliant. It was absolutely amazing to find out.
Oh, Tom, bless you. And how have you coped since this accident?
Well, it's been a rough few years, especially in the first 2 years. I got help straight away from The Space, which is a local counselling charity in Cheddar. And they really helped me over the first 2 years because I was dropping out of lessons. I was lowering my grades. I didn't want to do really anything that I liked to do before. And if it wasn't for The Space, I probably wouldn't be where I was today, which is quite crazy to think. But yeah, they've helped me so much over the last 3 years to make me who I am.
Bless you.
Today.
Let's just bring Matt back in because Matt, Tom's dad was killed in a motorway accident, and since then, as he says, he's been receiving support from several charities, including The Space, and it just goes to show just how important the Children in Need effort is.
Oh, it goes without saying. So many of these projects, right, are just purely there because of the generosity of the British public, and if it wasn't for those donations, youngsters like Tom and all of Team Rickshaw would never get the help that they've had. And really, for me, the Rickshaw Challenge kind of sums up what Children in Need is all about. You give a child some support, you give them an opportunity, and you give them, just that strength to carry on and to keep going. And it is unbelievable. I mean, Tom would never say it. He is incredible, right? Part of the selection process is that these young people stand up and tell us their stories. And the way that Tom speaks about his experience, what he's been through, and how helpful he can be for others, whatever age you are. Tom is just a brilliant, fine example. His dad would be so proud of him. And to give him that opportunity to raise awareness and to help others is what it's all about. And I'm so pleased that Tom's kicking off this year's challenge for us.
Are you hearing that, Tom?
Yes, thank you, Matt.
And how's your trip?
Oh, listen, you know how I feel about you, mate.
Oh,
You really do.
I love it. I love the love. And how's your training been going, Tom?
It's been going all right, yeah. So obviously I'm in Cheddar, so I've got the gorge, which is kind of like the top of a training level.
Sure.
So I've been cycling up there a couple of times throughout the week and coming back down to.
You're not doing
try
the
and
gorge
train
on your
me.
rickshaw, though, are you?
Yeah.
We're coming down.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness, mate. Has someone tested the brakes?
Of course we are, kids. This is the Rickshaw Challenge
Come
we're
on.
talking about.
We don't do things by halves, do we? We don't do things by halves. I can picture it now, you cycling through on the rickshaw through your hometown and people coming out to cheer you. You know, it's gonna feel amazing, isn't it, Tom?
Yeah, I can't wait just to go through the centre of Cheddar, just where all my family's been for most of my life. It's going to feel amazing.
Oh, we are thinking of you, Tom. Well done, my friend. And Matt, just before you leave us, good luck with the book. And I do have to ask you, obviously we've been watching you at 7 o'clock on BBC One for many, many years on the One Show. Clearly you miss it. But in the book, you talk about your production company. So is this what we're going to be seeing more of? Matt Baker making more television programmes?
Yeah, well, the whole idea really was to make things without me on screen, just from a production perspective, because that is a real love of mine. I've always been incredibly passionate about making TV like that. But for now, I mean, I've literally been I've been in the edit yesterday and all day today before the Rickshaw kicks off, getting ready for the programme that's going to go out on on Monday night, and that's at 9 o'clock. So yeah, but I love making television programs. I really do, and yeah, that's my passion. So I'll keep doing it.
I don't know how you fit everything in.
I know. How does he do it?
Rickshaw Challenge, painting,
Writing
farming,
books.
Writing books. Goodness me. It's a good job you've got an extra hour in day today, isn't it?
I was only thinking that when I got up this morning.
God, I get so much more done today with that hour. Thank you so much for talking to us, Matt.
Yes,
and
thank
big
you, Matt.
love to
My pleasure.
Tom.
Thank you, Tom.
And give everybody a big squeeze from us, socially distanced, of course. And all the best for the Rickshaw Challenge next week. Our thoughts, our love and our prayer goes with you as always.